Another way to help you steer is by using your side mirrors. And you can see now, I'm looking in the right mirror and I can see the line. You can imagine you're on a road, so this would be your lane divider, the one on the right. So when I look over to the left, that would be your kerb. And that's the position that you really want, the same space either side of your car when you're driving on the road. So you can rehearse this in a car park like this, just keeping your car straight. Remember, this is just for beginners. So what I'll do now is I'll drive down the road like I did before, using the pole push, and I'll do the turn round at the bottom. Remember, the far distance is that car, in the middle distance is the J, the near distance is in front of the vehicle. So obviously you're looking in the far distance and the middle distance, so by the time you get to the near distance you should know what hazards lay ahead. But I just want to basically, this is just for beginners, this is just to show you how to keep your position on the road. So let's go back to the left there, and you can see the lines. You've got to use our imagination when you're first beginning to drive, and you'll say that it would be the kerb. So that's a nice space. Sometimes it depends on the road. If the lanes are bigger, you can get a bigger space. Generally, your ideal would be about 3 feet or a metre from the kerb, but sometimes not always possible. Just keep the same space either side. So this would be the lane if you were in a dual carriageway, or you were in a single lane. This on the right here would be dividing the traffic coming up on the opposite way, the opposite carriageway to you. Or you could be in a dual carriageway, so the cars would be overtaking you. So it's a good way to way to practice to keeping your car straight. Is if you quickly glance to the right and you're getting too close to the line on the right, then obviously adjust your steering. If you're going too close to the line on the left, which would represent the kerb, then obviously steer away from it. So I'm just going to quickly, remember, always quickly do this. I'm going to, first of all, remember, always put the seat belt on and click it in and start the engine. And you can get out to see it. You can see I'm just going to go to first. You see my feet down there. See the? I'm going here, and you can see it. I'm not really sure because I've got this on my head. I look like a spaceman. I'm going to been getting some funny looks in this car park. So I'm just going to go into first, than did before, and remember, we're going to use the lines to help us keep the car. This is to do with your steering, man. This is what it's all about, your steering, especially when it's on a busy road. But we're only going to go slow, so you want to do this slowly when you very first start off. So let's give you an idea what can happen. So let's say we're going to go down here, and we're going to purposely go over to the right hand side here. And then what you do then, if you check your position now to the right, you'll see you'll be drifting into the lane on the opposite, which is on your right. If you look to the left, you've got more space on the left. So what you do then, you just do a slight adjustment, come back over to your left with your steering. You can see me steering here, and then straight ahead again. So generally speaking, what happens is your hands will follow your eyes. So we're going to check again to the right, 'cause that's a nice distance. At the beginning though, you just want to use the lane on the right, the line on the right. You remember, because there's too much to look over there and come back here when you're first beginning. So always use this one on your right here to give it an idea, to give it a judgment basically of where your position of your car is. I'm going to turn it around using the pole push like I did in the other video. You see what I'm doing here? I'm going to go and just check make sure no one's coming back. Yeah, that's it. And you can see how I did that. And I'm feeding it back through my hands. And the reason why I'm doing this is because if the airbag goes off, my arm's not over the steering wheel, so you can see. So I'm in a bigger lane here, so I need to get closer to this lane on the this line on the left. I've got plenty of space. Obviously 2 cars can get past each other up on here. And I'm going to go up here and I'm going to cross my arms like I did before. Just checking the mirrors. See all the space on the right. I'm going to turn in here, and this is you can use the examiner won't fade you for doing this. The only danger to this is that the airbag might go off, and it's got like a detonator in, and it'll blow the airbag and probably break your arm, or at least it'll push your arm into the fence. And there we go. See the way I'm crossing my arms there? And when I get back into this lane here, quickly show you, and you can actually, can you look now, the space I've got. I'm going to go over there a little bit and get them more or less the same. It doesn't have to be perfect, remember. And I'll look down there, you can see back there, you can see back there. I'll put the handbrake on, into neutral, turn the engine off, and you can still see the position now. If I can just get it right, I actually can't see, but I can see it with my eyes. I'm sort of leaning back a little bit here, but I hope you can see. And there it is on that side there. So I hope that has helped you in some way with your steering. You probably find that, like, when you're on the main road, that you will drift. You generally drift towards the camber, which is the drainage system. You may even drift out, it all depends. But yeah, ideally, just, you can use your side mirror. What I would strongly recommend when you first start off, to check your position in your lane, use this right mirror. Practice more, because this one, when you look in the right mirror, it's not far to look back ahead. When you look over to the left, it takes longer, and you could travel like, what, 30-40 feet by the time you get back to here. Anything could happen. Anyway, I hope you got some useful information out of that, and I shall see you. Sound like the police are chasing someone over there. Yeah, police chasing two people on bikes. Oh dear. I hope they don't come in here. Anyway, a bit of excitement there, guys. I don't know what's going on there, but they're chasing two people on motorbikes. But yeah, getting back here. So remember the right-hand lane. Yeah, you can see the white line on the right. That would be the one. Let's say that. See, you're on the dual carriageway, so that would be the lane you're in here, and that next lane would be, they would be overtaking you. Or if it was a single carriageway, you'd have traffic coming towards you, which would be in this lane. You'd always find that when you first start. Don't worry about this. Is that your instinct? It's just it's something that's ingrained in us. Will want to take you over to the left. It's just your brain protecting you from oncoming traffic. You're not used to traffic coming at you. You're normally sitting in the passenger seat. It's totally different when you sit in the driving seat. So if you are getting that problem, don't worry about it. That will sort of, like, it won't actually disappear altogether, but your brain will get sort of like, well, get used to the risk. Anyway, that's it for another video now. And as I said before, I'd be grateful if you could subscribe to my channel, put a like, the notification bell, put a comment. I'll answer as soon as possible. As I said before, all the videos on my YouTube channel are free, and as I say, I hope this has helped, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.